Alrighty, so here we are for episode 3, trains 5 and 6. But before we get started, as we finished the episode yesterday, we did notice that we had a little bit of a backup somewhere. And we couldn't understand why for some reason. We went over it yesterday and pondered upon it, and we couldn't figure out why we had a problem. And it only seemed to come up since I added those last 10 trains. So I'm going to go ahead and load the game here, and then I'll show you the changes that I made. I know you guys probably haven't seen it yet in these episodes because we haven't been down those routes yet, but then you'll be expecting to see what's going to be happening when we get there. So hopefully as we go forward we'll find out that this has solved the problem and we won't run into any problems. But now we might have a chance where there is actually a problem somewhere, and maybe these aren't running as smoothly as I thought they were. So we're gonna find out. But alright, here we go. Let's load up. We've got it marked as test now, and we have moved to May 5th now to do the changes instead of May 1st, 1879. Alright, so over here I had to go and take out the passing lanes I had here, and the best solution I could come up with was to try one of these maintenance stations with the switchings. So you'll notice as these trains go through, this one's got to get back on track, so he's actually going to turn around where he used to go through. Yeah, so these switching lanes now should allow them to take the free lanes as they need them. And hopefully we won't find any more backups here anymore. Let's just watch as a few of these trains move on. Does seem like it's working so far, so that's a good sign. Just before we get going here, I do have to make a quick home screen message here, so give me 1 second, sorry. I'm actually broadcasting this, so if you don't want to be heard, I thought I'd let you know.
I ain't worried about it.
Alrighty, so I'm doing my 100 trains here, and I did my first 4 trains. I just explained to anybody that might watch these the same thing, but to you, I did 4 trains there the other day, and at the end of the 4th one, I ended up having that little problem in that one area, and I can't figure out why it was backing up there. Everything was spaced properly, so to avoid that problem during my streams, I thought I'd try something different. So I took out that section and I added this maintenance station with switching stations at it. And it's allowing trains to take whatever lanes open at the moment.
The broadcast stopped.
Did it stop?
Yeah, because I went to go join the broadcast and it says it stopped.
Uh-oh. Yeah, no, it's still going according to what I've got here, so. Alright, so I'm about to, yeah, and it says I'm on air, so. Alright, so I'm going to reload this here. We're in May 5th, 1879, and we're going to be watching Amarillo Warehouse Freight 1 train, which is actually a really long train, so I'm going to bore my buddy Steele here for a little bit. So here's our Amarillo warehouse freight train. Let's find out where our start point is. Okay, well, it's going around this way here, so EGW, and then looks like Joshua Pit is the last one before it comes back, so enter this train, ride along, and we are walking from this side today. So how was your vacation, my friend?
Not too bad. Short and sweet.
Not as much to do as you were hoping, because you said you were coming back if there wasn't anything to do.
Well, yeah. No. It was time to leave. The life I've ever been story, good about it. I was fine fishing on a boat already.
I had to adjust my mic a little bit so I could hear you better than the train. So on a different note, plus I don't want to talk over this too long, but on that Dawn of Man, I've been keeping track of how many years it's been doing. Since I started again, I spent 10 years in the first era, 6 years in the second one, and I'm 8 years into Neolithic right now. I basically have 40 people, I have all my storage, all my fucking, whatever, like, I've got everything, I'm just upgrading the storage huts. I've already planted a few fields, and my guys are regularly bringing in 3 times the amount of food that I need. Like, I've got over 100 meats pretty much all the time. Did I lose you?
Oh no, I'm listening to you twice. Hear me, Bruce?
Hello?
I'm here.
Oh. Did you hear any of that?
There's a 5-second delay in that you might won't say when it's going to get in my head. Oh.
Hello? Did you get anything of what I said?
Yes. Oh God, I'm trying to send you a message. Do you hear anything?
I can hear you.
Okay. I mean, I'm listening to you twice with a 5-second delay and myself.
Yeah, because you're watching the broadcast, that's why. See, I don't hear myself on the broadcast, right? I mean, everything's just normal.
Okay, let's go back to the broadcast.
Is it clear?
Yeah. Something for you.
Something for you?
I'll return you.
Well, I got my 100 out. So I started broadcasting it so I could show off all my tracks, but I did, like I said, I did the first 4 trains there, and then before I quit yesterday, I had already quit the broadcast, but before I quit the game, I was like, wait a minute, there's a problem over there, so I went and looked. Trying to figure it out, and like, there should be no problem. Everybody was sitting at the stops they were waiting for, so the train should have been running. Like, when the track was available, the train should have gone, right? But for some reason, somehow the trains just weren't going. And I was like, well, what the fuck? I've seen this twice now since I've been up in the 80s. And I'm like, I don't know why. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm like, well, I don't want to be taking a chance watching a broadcast train, right? And then all of a sudden the trains aren't moving. You're sitting there forever wondering why you're going, right? So I looked into the problem yesterday, and I did the best thing I could think of to fix it. And it also gave me the opportunity to use something I hadn't used before. So right now it seems like it's holding okay, but I mean, until I get to one of the trains that are technically on that track, I'm not really going to know, right? So all I can do is just keep broadcasting like I've been doing. I wasn't expecting you home today, so I didn't think you were going to be on, so it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to broadcast my next 2 trains then, because I've been doing 2 trains for every broadcast, right? So if you're going to be watching my broadcast now, just be warned, I'm going through 2 trains. But this is the long one to watch. The next one's the short one, so it won't be that.
Oh, I love the broadcast. That makes sense, yes. That's a problem.
So what are you going to then, Donna Man?
Probably.
That's what I'll be going to when I'm done. I think I'm in autumn of year, what's that, 16, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm in year 24. I think I'm in autumn right now.
How do you tell what year you're in?
I've been keeping track of it. I was just marking it down. Like I start the game in spring, right? So I just waited until the whole year went, and as soon as spring comes and you get that survive the winter 1 knowledge point, I mark down, okay, 1 year. And then I've been splitting them. So like I said, I did the first era, whatever it was called, Paleolithic or Mesolithic, I can't remember which one was which, but I did the first era in 10 years. 10 years, I was ready. I was like, fuck it, I'm going up to the next one. And I spent 6 years in the second age. And then I went to Neolithic, and right now I'm in year 8 of that one. Altogether, I'm on year 24. But in year 24, I've gotten all my huts upgraded, so I've got 10 tents that I upgraded to 10 huts, so I can house up to 40 people. I've got something like 37 right now. I've got 18 work areas, 7 of them being hunting areas, 3 of them being fishing areas. So 10 of my 18 work areas are just in hunting and fishing. But there's only one person go to every fucking work area, so I've only got 18 work areas for 30-some people, right? So that gives them all those extra people to do all my extra shit. And to be honest, with having 7 hunting zones all around my base, I got my entire base covered. Any animal that walks through anywhere around my base, my guys are out hunting it. And like, fuck, they've been keeping up to like 100 feet, like constantly. You know, it goes down a little bit in the winter, but then it comes back up spring and summer. The extra guys have had the time to plant the fields. They get the field planted basically as soon as spring starts. They're already out there planting. But I don't have many fields yet. Like I have 2 of each in a sense so far. And that's only the spring ones. I haven't done any of the winter planting ones yet.
Right.
So just like the grains. And yeah, like I mean, I've got, like, resources are up, crafting's up, fucking everything's up, man. Like, my guys on a constant basis, like, sometimes I'll go to do a few things and I'll up it to, like, 150% workload, but within, like a minute, they've already got it down to, like, 100%. And on average, they work at about 75 to 90% on average. And there's times where they get that even down. Like I've had them go down to like 50-some% workload. And it's like, oh, well, I guess you guys have time to go and do some things, right? So I'll go and make them cut down like 15, 20 trees.
Right now I am in I'm in the Bronze Age. Get ready to go to Iron Age. I have 120 people, 122% workload in the fall, so I'm harvesting. 25 horses, 27 cows, 2 pigs, no cows, 27, whatever the hell I said.
Goats?
Yeah, goats. Yeah, 25 goats, 27 sheep, 2 pigs, 0 cows, 14 donkeys, 4 horses. 110 slots for my stables, 15 sledges, 11 carts, 8 olives, and 3 cows.
Well, I'm in Neolithic. Like I said, I'm only on my 8th year in Neolithic. Like I said, I got 10 huts. I got 8 storage tents right now that are being upgraded. 2 have been upgraded, so I got 6 more to upgrade. I'm running on average 25 sledges, because 20 is my half, right? And then I keep 5 extra all the time. Like as soon as they pitch 20, I build 5 more. Well, yeah, you're doing carts now, but okay, so in Neolithic, I got all that. I got 2 granaries. I got like 2 of the campfires, 2 of the fucking motors, 2 tanners, 4 skin dryers, 4 food dryers. I got 3 stables already, no animals yet, 4 haystacks, something like 8 or 10 each of the wood and stone piles, 3 or 4 watchtowers already, 4 burials, 4 totems, 4 skull poles, about 8 or 10 bridges. Like, yeah, my guys have been going, man. That's only like 24 years.
I don't even know how to tell the milestones that I did where I'm at. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, you can't tell now how many years have gone by because you didn't keep track of it from the start. Maybe at the end of the game they'll still tell you, I don't know. But I didn't want to take the chance this time. I was just like, I want to know how many years it's taken me to do this. So I just keep marking a new year every time we hit spring. I think when I do get back to playing, I'm going to add some more fields. Because they seem to be controlling it right now, so I can add a few. I think I was in the process of clearing some rock out though, so I could add those few, so I think I have to do that first. I had to tell Karen this morning that I'm tired of having to talk to you every morning you come in and talk to you about this guy. I said, I'm done with this guy now. I'm done. I said, last night I asked him to do the stock, or do the facing, I'll do the stock. There was like 6 pallets too. I said, I'll do it all. You just worry about facing. Nothing was said until about 5 minutes before he had to go home. Then he looks at the stock, I got like a pallet and a half left. 1 pallet being nothing but toilet paper, right? And he's like, oh, you know, if we would have followed the directions of the note, we would have been done that already. I said, I have lots of time to finish my pallet and a half, so don't worry about me. And he starts speaking or whatever, and I said, look, I'm the lead hand. I asked you to do what you want, or what I want you to do, and that's it. Leave it at that. I'll do my stuff. Don't worry about it. And somewhere along the lines, he ends up calling me an asshole, right? So I wrote all that down this morning. I said, that's fine. I'll let them know. And then I told Carolyn this morning. I said, I'm done with them. I said, I asked him to do this, and as soon as I said that, she goes, well, you know, that's some of the problem. Like, you could just do what it says on the note or whatever, right? Because, you know, he's already seen the note too. And then I cut back in and I said, yeah, but I'm also getting tired because I've been telling you this for a month straight and nobody seems to want to deal with it. I said, I'm getting tired of having to come in, and then he does whatever, takes 3 hours to do a pallet, and then when he goes, I got to rush my ass off around to get everything else done. No, I've been asking him because I'm the lead hand. I've been telling him to do what I want done so that I can utilize the time properly, right? Everything's been getting done. Has it not? Then I'm done with this guy. I said, move him to the closing shift with Alex or something. I don't care if I work alone. I don't. I will do this job by myself. I don't care. I said, but I am done with this guy. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to talk to him again today. Well, whatever you got to do, but I'm done with
I mean, how that works out for you.
And watch, they won't phone no rep on him, right? Like, you know, call me an asshole, right? I told her, I said, like, everything I ever ask him to do, he defies me in every manner. I say, like, I can't win. If I ask him to, like, if we work together, he bitches. I said, if I ask him to do the facing, he bitches. If I ask him to do the stock, he bitches. Like, I can't win with him. Anything I ever ask him to do, he bitches about it and complains. It's like, I'm done with it. Am I not the lead hand?
Yep.
So fix this problem. Get him off my shift.
Lovely.
And 100% chance odds, or bet you $100 either way. I'll still have to work with him tonight.
Well, you can never get that bad.
So, I guess this probably wasn't one of the better days to broadcast, I guess, then. So, anybody that's watching this, I apologize for all the bitching that you've been hearing. As if anyone's ever even going to watch these new fucking knows, right?
You're right. Really nice.
Well, we are approaching our start point for this train.
No. Where is it? Yeah, they start to feed their animals. No shit. We never do. I was running out of. At the end of the winter, I run out of. They don't die.
September 27th.
17 sheep are attracted to disease.
Not enough food and water.
Probably. Hopefully I got more sheep. 100 or 120 people, it's springtime, 130 weeks. It's a good point. I'm trying to get the flowers up. That's what I'm trying to do.
Trying to get your wet up?
Flowers. New flowers. Let's see what I can do. Set it. Which limit? There you go. Box. They're gonna go like that. You don't need to put these in for a season. Only lost 3 sheep. You quit your broadcast?
No, I'm still broadcasting.
What goes too high? No, well, I'm not going to kill them. It's really beautiful. That was more food to go. I thought there was a thing called water management.
There's something hydro.
That's a water mill. No, hydro power. Really good hydro. Oh, Iron Age. Wired water. Kind of really fun is don't open up the next section unless you open up on it. 300 weeks.
That's about what you want. 3 times the amount of population you have.
Focus. Yeah, not a ore. Cave stone. Oh, I kind of
I got so much stone happening right now, it's crazy. I still got more stone coming because I got to clear that one patch out just so I can plant some more fields. And that's not even the work area stone. Do you remember that I showed you that one work area stone? There was like 4 stones in that one area that they had to mine, not just gather, right?
Yeah.
Well, they've only taken out 1 so far. Not even actually. Like, there's probably still a little piece of it left. But basically, yeah, there's only 3 files left. And then I've been working on one that's not even in the in the work zone, so I can plant more. So like I got like something like 70 or 80 stone already.
We're finally getting to almost all my crops. Almost all. I'm going to start building farmland plus you know what I mean, baby?
I'll have to sure play mine after and show you what I've got going. It's similar to what I had before. Yeah. Like I still have the fields on the other side. But I gotta show you like my work areas now. They're so much better now than they were before. And I'm actually quite surprised how fast sticks do come back. Right? Because I've had the same gather sticks area from the beginning. And it still hasn't run out. And I'm constantly grabbing sticks. Like I'm still out of sticks. Because my guys do nothing but crafting and repairing and fucking, like I'm constantly going through sticks like crazy. I got fucking so much wood because I keep cutting down trees to keep up on the sticks so that they don't have to keep working the area so much. So like I'm not running out of wood anytime soon either. And I've got my wood set to 150%, my sticks only to 125. And I've still got probably like 200-250% wood. And not even like 25% sticks. But I quit using leather for leather summer clothes and started making linen clothes. So now my leather is just for my sledges right now.
I've done that too.
That's almost why I don't want to see it though.
Why?
Because then I'll see shit I haven't hit yet.
Hey, nothing.
You gotta remember, I haven't been out of Neolithic yet. This is my, what, 3rd game? Both you and Star made it out of Neolithic the first time through. But my guys are struggling, like they just weren't bringing in food, man. And I figured it was because I was working the fucking areas too much. Now that I've brought it back to what I've got right now, like, I don't know why I just didn't leave it like that to begin with.
Yeah, I can't answer that.
No, and I'm getting to the point, like 40 is a good number for having a perfect balance. Like I said, I've got 18 workloads, okay? So the 2 extra that I have, because, you know, I was doing half workloads to population, right? So I should have 20 workloads for 40 people, right? But I only have 18. The 2 extra, what I've been considering them being, is one of them are my planters, right? And harvesters. The other ones are everything else. Repairs, picking up after everybody else, blah, 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 right? Then when I start into my next ones, my first work area that I'm going to need to save for is my miners for when I get to mining ore, because I need my work areas for mining ore, right? But each extra job that I achieve, right, like once I get to say 44 people and I have 12 jobs or 22 jobs I can do, right, then I'll start upping the numbers. Like I'll do 1 hunt will be 2 people and the rest will be 1, and then 2 people and then the rest, you know what I mean? And I'll up it that way. Because the work areas I have right now are working perfectly fine. All I have to do now is just add more people to them to do shit faster. As long as I keep the hunting and fishing going. Like, to be honest, right now, the way my shit is running right now with 40 people, I have basically enough fish to feed everybody.
Right.
I don't need anything else. I have enough fish to feed everybody. But all the extra helps keep that fish up, right? You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have that stuff, then I wouldn't have enough fish. But I've got like over 100 meats for 40 people. I've got enough fish to feed everybody. And then you got all your fruits and veggies and bread that come in every year. Like, my guys aren't starving. Not this time around. And I haven't sent a guy on a hunt for a while now, unless I've chosen to because of bone or hide or something, which I don't even really need, because they've been hunting enough that they keep that meat basically anywhere from 60 to 100 all the time.
Right.
Like during the winter it might drop down to 60 because there's not as much hunting, but by the time winter comes again, they're back over 100 again. And that's just them doing their natural hunting like babies and stuff. Like, I even noticed that they don't even hunt the adults sometimes, they hunt the babies instead. Which doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. You'd want them to mate so that you have more food in the future. Okay? Kill the parents off, let the fucking kids grow up.
What the fuck? What happened in my warehouse? I did not have any set to it. Wrong.
Check your limits, because that's what it goes off of. If you didn't change it in the limits, it wouldn't be changed in the warehouse. Because I noticed that with the animals. What I was trying to do at the stables, which I don't know why you can't do it, but if I can sort like my food and my weapons and my clothes all in different tents, why can't I sort my animals in different stables? Like, why can't this one be a pig stable and this one a sheep one? You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't do that. I thought you did that by changing the limits on the building, but that changes the limits in the limits, right? And I was like, no, I don't want that. I want unlimited sheep, thank you. But I figured one stable for every type of animal that I want to collect, and then as like some of them I did limit, like goats I only have a limit of 10, right? Because I don't want goats all the time. But any extra spaces I have will take up the ones that I do have the unlimited for. Like, I put sheep, cattle, and horses unlimited. Because that's your wool, your meat, and your workforce. And you can use cows for some stuff. I think you can use cows for pulling plows.
Fish jobs, thanks. I don't know why it's stuff like they don't know why.
Because I'd probably still be using flint knives, that's why. If you don't need it for anything else, save your bronze, iron, and copper for all your weapons and stuff.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Well, maybe I do knives in bronze and copper and iron and stuff, but I do my picks and stuff in, like, say, flint still, or axes or something. Something that, you know, you don't need to use all your bronze, iron, and copper or whatever.
where that shit's at. Chocolate chip. Bastard. There you go, first. Metal smith. There you go. Copper. Bronze. Like, stop making jokes. All the way you make the compound boat.
Well, either at the workshop or the crafter, I'm guessing.
It's not making those. It's way too high. Fuck off. Just stop doing shit.
So I do like this section of track. This section of track here goes up and over the other track.
Right. Spraying on the falls, 158%. It goes way the other way. When they're plant harvesting. These units are 87. I'm up to 113. What's my next milestone? That'll take 1 unit. Why haven't I owned a unit down? I'm in the brown page. Oh, you want to know why? Mine oil. No. No. Good. What am I doing wrong here, dude? I just fucking have to set up a fucking copper mine, tin mine, iron mine. Like 6 copper mines, 6 tin mines. How do you do the bronze?
Well, it's the same way, don't you?
Yeah, but I only go bronze too.
Well, it's easier to find in your primal vision.
Iron ore, copper mines.
Thought it was like a reddish or an orangish color or something.
Well, I thought it's a tin mine. Iron, copper, tin, copper, tin. I don't think there's a bronze to be able to make
Maybe, yeah, that's probably why you have a smelter.
So I'm headed in. Oh shit. Oh, freaky.
Well, you gotta remember, I haven't hit those ages yet, so I don't really know, right? I'm just winging it. I know of stuff that's in there, like I know you have a smelter, right? It's gotta be used for something. I can't always be the smarty one. You have to be smarty every now and then.
I'm making. I'm just making. Let's put first. Okay. Sure. Good.
I was about to tell you a couple of jokes and just remembered, oh yeah, I'm broadcasting. I better not tell those jokes. Remind me when I'm done broadcasting. I got a couple of jokes for you.
Good.
It'll be a little bit yet. This one's only like half done its root fuck.
What, a place to smell copper and tin, or treated copper and bronze? In pit phrases. Raider attack. It's been a while. Oh, that's a fucking horde of them too, man. I think they're gonna raid my supply hut. They have a cannery out in the middle of nowhere.
As soon as I've started putting that stuff on the other side, getting ready for all my farm. Excuse me. Where all my farming was going to be. They started hitting that side, and whenever they hit that side, if I don't send guys over there, they'll go after my stables. So as soon as they start coming up over the hill there, I start sending people over to a spot over there, and if they get there first, then I just resend them to another spot close by, and by the time the raiders get there, I got a big pile of guys sitting there waiting for them. But so far out of the raider attacks I have had, they have managed to kill off one of my watchtowers that I had to replace. So.
Cool.
But so far in this game, that's the only thing they've destroyed so far is the watchtower. And those are kind of given every now and then because they only take so much damage before they're done anyway.
Right.
But they're not that expensive to rebuild either, so it doesn't bother me.
Oh, they're attacking on two fronts now. Ooh.
That's why what I've been doing, and I've done this every time I played anyway, wherever they're coming from, I add a watchtower there. They come there again, I add another one. They come in a different spot, I add one over there. Whichever direction they come from, I always add a watchtower. Then eventually it'll get to the point where all my guys will be in watchtowers when they attack, so... Attack all you want, buddy. Most of you will be dead before any of my guys even get touched. So we're just getting back to about the place that we started when we started this one. So we still got about half the route left for this one to go. And then we still have one more train to watch, but that other train is going to be a lot shorter. These warehouse trains I made quite long because they're running on the outside of everything else. So they're basically running the outside of the map. And then being freight trains, they're the slower trains, not like express trains. Comes my long tunnel system.
Hard and durable metal. The put up is on. It needs charcoal, blue, white, and gray. That's why you fucking. Aha. Now I know what I know the tin mines got. I got one. Play a game. What are you doing up? Hello? You alright? That's the bed. We don't wake you out. We'll go back to bed then, if you want. Or after what? What party? Is that this weekend? I know I like it. Easy. He hasn't been down since last night, though. Well, go get your present now, bro. You have the rest of the day. Oh, no, I'm just saying. I was listening to the weather today. We have what, reservation at 6:30? You might have to bring an umbrella in. It's got a chance like yesterday too. Dude, it's supposed to be 105 degrees Fahrenheit today.
That's kind of what we've been getting for like a month straight.
Dude, we've had 90 degrees. 90 degrees for 17 days in a row. Been fucking awesome. We're telling you related where we've been with my fucking. I need it to live it. I'm not paying it. Here it is. Not finding. 41 degrees Celsius. Is that one?
Yep.
Let me get this. Where do they store your binding stuff?
I don't know.
Material warehouse?
Don't know.
I think it's under materials.
Look at all your material temps, then.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Or your rock
It's on the
piles.
materials. It's under materials, not rock piles.
So you probably need another material hut then.
I got a couple of them right now. I just don't have enough copper right now. 177 bars. What the fuck is 177 bars of that? Bars, asshole. Yeah, I need to set that copper down 150%. You alright? What'd you do? Nothing. She did something stupid then. I heard a thump. What the hell? What'd you do? Nothing. Learn to call it better.
Banged your head with the cupboard door. I can't say that I haven't done it. I've had the cupboard door open and then kind of like know it's open, but not really realize it at the same time and go to stand back up or something and whack my head off the cupboard door. I've done it.
Alright, got me. Going to the next page, I need 25.
I've also bashed my face off a window thinking that it was open.
Oof.
That's how clean it was though, right? It was like I literally thought it was open. I went to stick my head outside.
Iron Age. Iron's steel, so it's 25, 35, 37. How about the other 12, 24, 36, 48. Need like another 100 points to open up everything in Iron Age and be done with it. But when's the Stone Age stop? Neolithic? No, you're still in the Stone Age, just these Neolithic. When you go to Copper, you move out of Stone Age, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Deep Iron. Middle of summer, 82%. With 120. I want to just let this run. Walk away. Let it run. Work clothes so stop making. You see, that's not what you don't need it.
Well, I mean, if you're having cotton and linen on a regular basis, those are the only clothes you should be making. The rest you should turn off.
Wool. Production for linen, 100% population. Wool is 150% population. Leather, I don't even need leather or skins anymore, right?
No. I mean, if you're not using leather or skins for anything else, you can continue to make that stuff just so you can sell that stuff.
I got better things to do with that. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you're saying.
Skins and leather, get out.
Like, I turned off the leather outfit because I wanted to save my leather for the sledges, right? Especially if I'm getting linen now, right? But to be honest, I don't even care about the summer clothes. I'll sell them, and even if they need them, I'll sell them. Fuck, you guys can walk around shirtless all summer. I don't fucking care.
Exactly. 75%.
It's only the winter clothes I'm worried about, and until I have a constant supply of cotton, I'll always make the skins ones, because the only other thing I use skins for is repairs, and that will stop once I get to fucking, oh, excuse my language. That will stop when I get to making all my stuff in huts, right? Because it's all mud and
He's not
straw.
going to come down without help. He's standing right there. Come on, Lee. Yeah, I'll forget the dog down. I'll bet that.
Yeah.
I might have put him down.
Well, looks like we've arrived August 22nd, 1880. Almost a full year for this train to go around. I don't think I missed any, but no breakdowns. So, our next one now will be Amarillo Warehouse Freight 2 here, which I know is a lot shorter. So we're going from Amarillo all the way up to Omaha Warehouse and Miller Manor and that, and we end at the Pier Warehouse. So once we come back from Omaha Warehouse, we'll be starting again. Now since we're here, we'll take a look and see how our station's doing. Looks like everything's running pretty smooth there. I don't see any holdups anyway. Alrighty, well, let's send her this train then. Hold on. We do have to go to the night cycle. And this one is watching from behind. I do apologize to the viewers of the couple swears that were said earlier. I will watch to not do that again on the broadcast.
Where you gonna go?
Okay.
See you later.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm still broadcasting.
yeah, I'm on my second train and it's just going to its start point right now. So.
I wouldn't want to watch Jesus stuff. Dimension is boring to begin with.
You were saying you might put your dog down. Is he just like, he just can't go up and down the stairs? Like he's having really wrong
He's
with
in
him?
so much pain. He's in so much pain. Sometimes some really medication is not taking. Hey, metal and milestone on middle alloy. Oh, that mouse. I mean, my fucking okay, but yeah, he's in so much pain. His shoulders are giving out on him. He's chewing his legs raw. They're just still pain. Oh.
Well, I mean, if he's kind of suffering, that's probably good, yeah.
Just finding the right time to do it. Kids are not poor. Literally put that in the
Well, don't they see it though, like how much pain he's in?
oh no, we'll give him a cone to stop fucking chewing his leg. I'm like, ridiculous. What the fuck? Made my first piece of brown. Oh shit. Made my first piece of brown. Out of 16 people. I'm not doing nothing, but I just adding a watchtower here, a warehouse here.
So it looks like this one will start its venture in December. December 3rd, 1880.
what's the next milestone? Eager to see it. Yeah, I'm gonna get the people and build a terrain and set them in my settlement. That fucking monsters that fucking place gonna be. Top lights. Doesn't it? Another win. That's somebody's another winners. Animal population reached 100. I'm just watching the grass grow first.
When I'm done broadcasting, have to just run personals real quick before I come back to play some Mountain. And I'll take a look. I guess it's your share play, and you can look at mine.
Okay. Make sure you stick on there and time to move it. Yeah. water, just drink beer as much as I can make.
Sorry, what was that? I'm plugging my mic in.
I drink more beer than I can make. Raider attack. I didn't see it. Fuck. Having more off than that Raider. And now these Raiders are starting to split. Go to two different doors now. Raiders killed, then 150 LHG. Ooh, 120 out of 120 people. Pretty good enough.
120, you think?
Come on.
Your milestone says to get to 150 people.
Yeah. You know, Iron Age over, so I'm not there yet anyways. Acquired 10 bronze. As soon as I make it, it's going away. My meat racks are always fucking busy, dude. My food dryers, I keep a consistent 200 meat racks.
Well, we are heading back now. And once we get back to Amarillo Warehouse, we've done this trip.
Oh, you got to look. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah. Works more better. Hey, did one of your buddies wanted to get a way out of Class Sale again?
No, I think Panda was talking about playing it with me or whatever because I own it. He doesn't have to play it.
Don't want no cattle.
Cattle, I think, can still plow, like full plows. And then you get the meat from them. And milk.
Yeah, it's possible.
Well, I'm just saying, they're not totally without value. Like, all the animals
No.
have some value of some sort. It's just some not as much as others. That's why I put the limits to some at only 10, and the others I put it at unlimited so that they can reproduce.
Yeah, buddy. I'm self-sustaining my goats and the sheep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they're reproducing on their own.
Yeah. It's the donkeys and the horses that you horses are got that enslaved ear. I haven't saved this game yet, but holy shit. What the drives the last time I saved it? Oh, I did it all. You look. I'm fine in the late days. Fuck that. Over it. Trying to get my huts up to 140, 150. Every one of those 600. Holy cow.
Okay. Final destination.
Now they're gonna hate me. Now I gotta start working again. So bad. I attention shit. But I need the horses. I need some more horses.
And watch how much they hate you though, because your food production will pay for it.
Horse struck by lightning. I just bought that motherfucker. Oh, they don't hate me. Not at all. Because their workload went up from 60 to 100. They had to make me do some wear. My stats tell me that I am 86% welfare and 666 prestige out of 1,000. 119 humans, 132 housing, 11 male children, 12 females, 18 females, 7 pregnant, male adults 31, 27 old men, 20 old ladies, 102 animals, and the new shelter 62, 110 total shelter space. 10 dogs, 25 goats, 25 sheep, 2 pigs, 0 cows, 23 donkeys, 17 horses, 21 sledges, 20 carts, 18 rolling megaliths, and 21 cows. goat got struck by lightning. What the fuck? I lost 2 animals. Fucking storm. Better animals than humans. Humans.
I watched a good human get it the other day. Literally right in front of my eyes. I was just watching that one go into a tent. Was just about to walk into the tent. Zap!
Yeah.
And just drops dead right at the fucking door of the tent.
Love it. Finally, all my crops are just about getting fucking planted. How about the ones across the street? And the ones across the street. Sweet. We're finally getting my workload under control with the fucking crops. I really don't have to go anywhere. I wonder what happens if I hit a generator attack on the Saudi alarm.
Well, depending on where they attack, they'll probably destroy some stuff before people realize they're being attacked.
I wonder what happens if I get in the middle of winter, everybody's in town, and I close all the gates. What are we doing?
Well, they won't be hunting or fishing or anything anymore, right?
Right.
So then your food will start going down.
Shut up.
Flashing kitty. You miss me.
Shut up. Harvey, there's nobody here, dude. Tell me. I go for outside. There's nobody here. I will go far down Bristol right now. Yeah.
Apparently we had a breakdown.
still watching your fucking trains?
It's coming to the last stop here right away. It's actually pulling into the train yard right now. Looks like this one's coming in at July 27th. 1981. With one breakdown. So, that's it for today. That's my broadcast. Thanks again for watching.
Yeah.